there's a tragedy. There isn't the awareness. There isn't the acceptance. And this is where what we need is for more and more people to come forward and to really share it. Because the solutions are there. Whether it's through therapy, whether it's through actual psychological treatment, whether it's through working with the chemistry in our brain, whether it's through working with our chemistry through what we eat, through herbs we take, whether it's through working with music, with sound, with art, with prayer, with meditation, with yoga, with so many different options. We don't know about them because of this stigma, because of the taboo. And this is where, let us not lose even one more person before we all come together to break the taboo, to break the stigma, to say enough is enough. If we were suffering and dying from heart disease, from diabetes, flat on our backs from problems in our body, we would put a call out there to everybody, hey, my back is hurting. Send me remedies. Send me what to do. Help me out here. Send me a good acupuncturist. Send me a massage therapist. Tell me what to do. Send me a good nature cure treater. But when we're suffering from depression, when we're suffering from that sense of worthlessness in life, we don't know where to go. And this is where, let us use our collective voice. It's not about more research. The research is there. It's not about more techniques even. The techniques are there. The science is there. The spirituality is there. It's all there. The only thing that isn't there is the public acceptance that this is something we need to talk about. This is something that no one should feel alone with, that no one should have to suffer from. In the same way that if your internal organs, your kidneys, your pancreas, your spleen were not properly processing the chemicals in your body, the insulin, all of the other chemicals that we need to give us a healthy physical body, we would understand you need some kind of treatment. And no one would feel ashamed of it. In the same way, when in our brains, the chemistry of our brains is off balance, so many people feel like, oh, this is something to be ashamed about. This is something to be embarrassed about. I shouldn't have to take medicine. I shouldn't have to do anything. I should be able to treat it myself. Keval man ki baat hai. And that is the dilemma. It's not keval man ki baat. There's a whole chemistry. There's a whole electricity behind so much of what we feel, so much of what goes on in our brain that interacts with and impacts our emotions, our feelings, our thoughts. And in the same way that we wouldn't be embarrassed about needing something to help us balance our insulin, we shouldn't be embarrassed about needing something to help us balance our serotonin or our norepinephrine or whatever chemicals in our brain might be a little bit off balance. And there's so many options, so many ways to bring this chemistry into balance. We simply have to realize, ye sharam ki baat nahi hai. No one should feel ashamed. We need to come together as a community and support each other. And what this means is that we need to be careful of how we speak to each other and about each other. Because all of it goes inside. All of the jokes that we make about, "Hare, ye to pagal hai, ye to mental hai." We may say it just as a joke, but it actually goes very deeply inside people. And then when they really do have something that makes them feel a little bit crazy, that makes them feel a little bit mental, they're ashamed because they know ki sabhi hasenge, sabhi mera majak karenge. And so they don't tell anyone. So let us today together take a pledge that we will never again use words like pagal, like mental, nothing like that, as a way to insult someone. That we will never again make fun of people who are suffering. Whether it's depression, whether it's anxiety, whatever it may be. That we will never again make them feel ashamed or embarrassed, but rather we will come together to support them as a loving, united, together community. Because just as everyone is coming together after his death, imagine if we had come together before his death. How many deaths could we as a collective community have prevented if we actually were together then? So let us come together and pledge no more. Enough is enough. From now on, we will be together in love, in compassion, in community. In his name, in his memory, in his honor, and in memory and honor of all of those who before him also unnecessarily lost their lives, where they could have been helped if only they had been courageous enough to seek the help, and if only as a community we had created a situation where it didn't take quite so much courage, where they knew, koi nahi hasega, koi majak nahi karega. Rather, everyone will come together to support me and help me.